In the 21st century, our relationship with technology has become so inextricably bound to everyday existence that the notion of developing an intimate personal relationship with an operating system seems frighteningly possible. Mariama Young. What is hyperreality? In semiotics and postmodernism, hyperreality is the inability to distinguish the real from a simulation of the real. It plays with the blurred lines of fiction and reality. Humans can often find themselves overtly involved in the hyperreality rather than the physical world. In this video essay, I will discuss the film Operator and Black Mirror's episode Be Right Back, as they both portray the blurred lines of hyperreality.
But she sounds exactly like you.
Well, I'm sure she doesn't actually sound like me, Joe.
No, she does. She responds to callers with something that you would say.
Obviously, it's more predictable.
Only as predictable as you are.
Excuse me?
In Operator, Emily's husband created software using her voice as a call center answering machine, but with empathy. Emily is left competing with the voice of Emily for her husband's attention as he gets attached to the simulacrum of his wife. John Defoe from The Hollywood Reporter states that Joe has to derive more comfort from a simulacrum of his wife than from the real woman. Most suffocated spouses don't have to compete with an algorithm-driven perfect version of themselves, yet Emily has to.
Congratulations, Joe. Successfully reduced my personality to a couple of catchphrases.
Don't you see how lifelike it is? I mean, people even call into corporate to try to speak to you, to her.
Maybe it's groundbreaking for an answering machine, but it's not me. It's nothing like me. But I would like to go back to being your wife and not your science experiment.
But I enjoy listening to you.
I don't think you've been listening to me at all.
Welcome back to Weltrix. I'm Emily. How can I help?
Hi, Emily. I thought we should talk. I'm Emily.
In this scene, we can see that Emily is struggling with the concept of competing for her husband's attention. This is where we finally see her break, and her husband, Joe, is in the audience viewing this boiling point for her, where she's forced to confront the situation. She realizes that she has lost her dignity and humanity because her husband is using her voice to soothe himself rather than talk to his own wife.
Primary policy holder.
It's Joseph Larson.
Perfect. What can I do for you this evening, Emily?
Well, Emily, you see, my husband won't speak to me anymore, but he calls you all the time. Is it over?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Options include billing, pre-approval, and make changes to my policy.
He thinks that you sound exactly like me, and I think that you sound condescending and drunk. Do I have poor self-esteem?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
My new policy is that I will not cooperate with technology that seeks to demean and replace me. My new policy is that I will demand a technology that actually serves my humanity. And my new policy is that I will not fuck anyone that wishes that I was more like a piece of software that was designed for soothing compliance.
He's dead.
It's software. It mimics him. You give it someone's name. It goes back and reads through all the things they've ever said online, their Facebook updates, their tweets, anything public. I just gave it Ash's name. The system did the rest.
Martha becomes obsessed with her deceased husband, Ash's simulacrum. For both characters, Martha and Joe, they reach a boiling point where the hyperreality simulacra cannot bear resemblance to the real human they are portraying. The world of the characters are flawed because they are trying to recreate a person that already exists, which is borderline impossible, as the simulacrum that has been created can never fully be the same person as they know or knew. With Martha, she can never bring back Ash from the dead. Stephen Hawking warned of the possibility that the development of artificial intelligence may eventually threaten human existence itself. Mariama Young. I think this quote rings true, as all these characters in these texts struggle with what is real and what is not. I think in this final scene, it'll really show the dangers of hyperreality.
Just a few ripples of you. There's no history to you. You're just a performance of stuff that he performed without thinking, and it's not enough.
Come on. I aim to please.
Aim to jump, just do it.
Okay. If you're absolutely sure.
See, Ash would have been scared. He wouldn't have just leapt off. He would have been crying. He would have been...
Oh. Oh, God, no. Please, I don't want to do it. Please don't make me do it.
No, that's not fair.
No, I'm frightened. Darling, please, don't make me. I don't want to die. Oh, God, I don't want to die.
It's not fair.
Please, I'm frightened. I don't want to die. Don't...
No!